So, John Sally just killed and debunked all that racist shit that Shannon Sharp, Jalen Rose, Jay Williams, Scottie Pippen, DJ Vlad, and all the woke media was trying to frame Phil Jackson being a racist because he said he stopped watching basketball because all this Black Lives Matter and made it too political. He was saying when people got to be careful when they say when he's speaking, people not against the stand for the Black Lives Matter. People not against actually the Black lives, like human life, Black Lives Matter. They're talking about the organization, the political statement, not the lives. And so when people do that, so when people say that, but when Phil make them statements, they think he dissing Black lives, like he don't care about Black people getting killed. And it's far from the truth. Like John Sally came on and said, that Phil Jackson was actually because Shannon Sharp said the same thing. But Jalen Rose might, when people show their ears, believe him, and people on social media, he called the LeBron James team a posse. He said all these other remarks about people of color. Believe who people are when they tell you this. But they failed to realize and mention, like John Sally just said, even the Shannon Sharp said it, talking about dumb. You was political. When you were political, it always been a part of political stuff. It's always been political stuff in basketball and a sport. And Phil was a political person himself. He wrote the book called Married, but he didn't do it on the court. He did it in his personal life. And he said, and Phil Jackson said he quit the NBA. John Sally said he quit the NBA. He played for Phil Jackson. I know he played Phil Jackson with the Bulls, and he played with Phil Jackson with the Lakers, and won 5 championships. Not with the Lakers, with the Detroit Pistons. Won 2 Detroit Pistons. I think he won 1 with Mike and 2 or 3 with Michael, with Kobe and Shaq. And so he said he quit basketball. He was never Democratic or Republican. He always stood for the underprivileged people. And like he quit basketball and went to go coach for South Dakota on the reservations with the Indian people, with the underprivileged people there, trying to help them out. Excuse me, y'all. Yeah, because I'm driving. But so he tried to help those people out. So a lot of y'all don't know that, because we praise Kyle Reed for going to reservation, giving them money and donating his time and money. Phil Jackson did the same thing. Actually coached and wanted to help these underprivileged people out on a reservation. What ESPN and these people on Twitter never mentioned. But it took John Sally on DJ Vlad TV to come out and say that. And I think none of y'all Black Lives Matter people or pro-Black people ever did that. Quit y'all job and went to a reservation to help underprivileged Indians and get rights and get things done and help people out. That's unfortunate. That's less fortunate than we are. I don't think that ever happened. But none of these woke people like Jalen Rose, Shannon Sharp, I don't think none of them ever did that. So before we try to label people names, let's get the facts out and tell the whole facts and context to the people at home. And John Sally wasn't apologetic for him. He said straight up, I don't think Phil like that. I'm not going to apologize for him, but what he was saying was the Democratic Party, they pushing that agenda, and they made it political to get somebody elected. Not that they care about Black lives. See, they don't care about Black lives. Y'all got to understand that and realize that Black lives matter. And if you say anything against Black lives, oh, well, you're racist because you don't like Black, you don't think Black lives matter. The sentiment, I agree with. Everybody agree with the sentiment. I think everybody, unless you're a racist, agree with the sentiment. I think even a racist, to be honest, I think a racist will agree that Black lives matter. The sentiment of the organization and the political movement, nobody agree. Nobody should agree with it. And then, like the founders just did, the founder just came out and bought all them goddamn houses, used all the money up with the donations, and we realized it was a scam. So everybody should be on board with the organization. But they're using they are dirty, nasty people because they're using the movement. They're using the movement because you can't say you're against Black Lives Matter. That means you're racist because you think Black lives don't matter. But not the organization. You see, they got people in a double sword. They were like, okay, you can't say Black lives don't matter because you'll be racist. But the organization is a bad organization. But if you say that, I got you because I'm gonna just deem you a racist, and everybody gonna agree with me, and we're gonna keep on scamming. You see, we gotta be smart, man. We gotta be smart, and y'all, whoever disagree with this video, disagree with everything I said, then you're just ignorant to whatever goes on in the world, and you're just an ignorant Democratic apologist. But anyway, I thought that was very interesting, very knowledgeable to me, to myself. I didn't know he went to South Dakota, where everybody knows they send the Indians and have reservations out there. I didn't know he went to go coach them and teach them and been out. That's why he was so philosophy about peace and smoking peyote and was the Zen master, because that's all part of his coaching resume, and it worked. But shout out to Phil Jackson, shout out to John Sally for speaking that truth. Shout out for Vlad for having John Sally go out there and shut up and let him talk and tell him the whole thing was going on with that situation. And shout out to Shannon Sharp, who's an idiot, who always race hustling, and Jalen Rowe, who's another race hustler, and Jay Williams and everybody else that race hustle. They didn't come out and tell people and explain what Phil Jackson is about. Anyway, like, subscribe. I'm out.